from Homes of Heights, and today we're going to be talking about the Houston market update for May 2022. Today's May 29th, so we're at the end of May, halfway done almost with 2022, and it's a lot better than 2021 in general. Not in real estate. Well, it depends if you're on the buyer or seller side in real estate. Let me check my audio levels before I get started. One time I was talking for like an hour without no audio. So let me just give me a second. I'm still a little bit early too. So let's take a look here. Facebook. Let's take a look here. Hope you guys are doing great too. Some of this great weather. We're warming up in here in Houston, aren't we? Let's take a look here. Looks like the audio sounds good. So, all right, well, I don't want to keep this video going on and on and on, so I'm going to get right to the point. It looks good for buyers right now. Buyers, the seller's market that we had for the last, I guess 12 months, maybe 18 months since the pandemic that threw us for a whirl. We thought that the world was going to collapse and the real estate market was going to bust and everything was going to happen, but nothing happened. Actually, the direct opposite happened. The market, there was a low supply of homes. There's not that many homes available, and then we have a bunch of buyers, and then we had interest rates at all times low of almost 1%. Do you remember that 1% that we're getting a while back? Well, we coupled this with low supply of people like holding on to their houses. Not a lot of, there's a shortage in supply, then that increased the prices of the houses. Well, now things are kind of getting back to normal, and the rates, they're not as, attractive as that 1%, but they're still relatively low. Right now, we're getting like 3.5%, 4%, bad credit, 4.25%. But you have to keep in mind that your parents and my parents, and even me at one time, I would think of one of the houses I had about 15 years ago, I was paying 10% on interest, so 4% is still fantastic. You're not as great as that 1% as you would have bought that property, 18 months ago, but hey, we're doing a lot better. As far as what the real estate market is cooling off a little bit, I'll tell you the reason why. Okay, so being a realtor, we're getting emails. I'm a real estate broker for the last 17 years. We get emails all the times with advertisements, but in the past, I would say in the last 15 months, no, I wouldn't go that far. Let's say the last 12, 14 months, I wasn't getting any types of advertising from builders or realtors or specials or anything, because properties were not even staying on the market for a week. They were literally flying off the market. They were literally cannot be on the market, going into multiple offer situations, going into higher and best offer being sent out, paying over asking. Now that's great for sellers, but not so great for buyers. And so that's really not the market we want to be in. We want to be in where there's a good balance between buyers and sellers. And we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Let me reiterate. We are not there yet. So if you're a seller, you're thinking you're catching the end of this wave. We're still in this wave. It's kind of like this. It's kind of like moving like this, and it's about to slow down. I would say we got another 6 months before it kind of evens out. So 2023, we hit historically, it's always slow during the winter. So like December, January, February of 2023, when I can kind of forecast that, couple that with the low, everything's going back to work. Historically, those are low points. We're supposed to have about 4 to 6 more hikes in interest rates. So that should really level the ball game. So if you're a seller, if you want to sell your property, you really need to move like now. Contact me, or you can contact another realtor friend if you think he's doing a better job than me. Then of course, there's a lot of business out here. But what I'm trying to get at is, if you got a property to sell, you better get going, because you're gonna get your top dollar now. There's a couple of things to think about though. What if you're a buyer? So right now you're gonna get the good interest rates. The prices might be a little bit better, just a tad bit better in January, February of 2023. Okay, just a tad bit better. but you're going to have a higher interest rate. So really things, and that's what the government's all about. Like, they're all about balancing things. They want things evened out. That's the way the economy kind of grows, not too fast and doesn't go down either. It wants to continue to get a little bit higher. Now, as far as the prices here, well, you know what? I don't want to jump the subject here. If I'm a buyer, and I know interest rates are going to go higher. We're at 4% now. If I get lucky, I can get 3.5%. If I get lucky. If I wait till January, February, then the interest rates may be 5.5%, 6% back where we were pre-pandemic. Okay, so what does that mean? So that means basically, in essence, that the house is going to cost me more in 2023 than what it would now. Yeah, that's basically right, because the interest rates will be higher. None of us have, or a lot of us don't have, the average median price is $340,000 or $344,000 for Houston. Now, don't get me started on the median price right now. The median price this month has increased, I want to say 16%. Yeah, 16% this month. So we went from like 324, 326 to 344 this month in median price. Now that 344 is not going to get as much in the inner loop area. Now remember, I specialize in that Houston Heights, Montrose area. So 344 won't get you much. You're going to get a nice townhome, maybe get you a little bit of greenery, maybe 2 bedroom, but you're not going to get a lot of land. Land is what costs. So that's why townhomes themselves, they're a lot cheaper, but they have their advantages as well. Well, not a lot of land. You don't have a lot of maintenance to keep up the yard and stuff. I've had the big yard in the Heights. Remember, I had that 19th Street house with the big yard. And, what was that, 10,000 square feet? I was like, I think, number one, I was getting taxed at about $700,000. What was that, $21,000 in taxes I was just paying on the land. So there's some advantages, not having a lot of land. The government doesn't assign a lot of value. They're going to go off the sales price that was reported to them by the title company. They're going to go off the comps, So the comps are going to be like houses that are similar that sold just recently. So you say, okay, that's a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 2,000 square feet. That house should sell for $450,000 in that 77008 area code. 3%, 3, 6, 9, 12, $14,000, in taxes divided by 12, about $1,200 or so every month. So there are some advantages to having a townhome versus a home. For those that don't know, a home and a townhome, a home is basically a regular house, doesn't have any connected walls. Okay, it doesn't have any connected walls. You're independent of everything. Got a little yard, front, back, side, whatever. But a townhome will have one connected wall, okay? One. Now, you're like, Alan, I know some that have 2. Well, that's really considered a condo. Even if it's multi-stories, if you have more than one wall connected, you are now known as a condo. And, well, what's the difference? Well, the difference is if one catches fire or one floods, but the water or something, or mostly fires, then you have to have a blanket policy of insurance. And this is where condos come in. Now we get into another little sticky situation. Now it's labeled as a condo. We have FHA guidelines that give us a loan that are just pertinent or important to condos. So it's a big shit show. Ooh, excuse me. It's a big show. It's a big bunch of crap, So you want to kind of shy away from condos if you can. Now, condos can be advantageous. And basically, you do have a monthly maintenance, but it covers like the water, it covers like the insurance for the grounds, it covers the maintenance. You basically live in an apartment where everything's done for you. And it's great for people that are retired, don't want to do anything. There's no upkeep. A townhome will have like an HOA, homeowner association, that the group of people get together and say, we need to pay for this gate. We need to pay for the security. We want to put cameras. We want to pay for the water that keeps the green grass. We want to soil it. Now, a house is totally independent. There is no HOA for like the Heights and for some areas. Some HOAs are existent on some neighborhoods, and they're like basically the same thing. Won't have maintenance for like your green grass, but it will have maintenance for the neighborhood to get like playgrounds, community pools. Maybe there's also a lake there. Maybe this things are like shared things that you have in a community. Okay, so that's the difference. We got a regular home that may or may not be a part of a HOA. We got townhomes that may or may not be part of a HOA. They usually are, but not all of them. And then we got apartments or condos. Condos that are like apartments that you always have HOA. Okay, so a little bit of story, a lot of information about real estate. Getting back into how the market's doing. Like I just touched on the median price. We went from 324 to 344 this month for the median price. That's in the Houston area, okay? That's taking everything that has a Houston address. So, I mean, we're going all the way from like the bad neighborhoods of Houston to the River Oaks. And then splitting it all up. So all of it coming together, the average price, median price is $344,000. We're going to take a look today at the Inner Loop area, mostly the Houston Heights area. The Houston Heights is a big area, really great subdivision that I was born and raised in that area, and that's why I made this Facebook page and YouTube, because I'm so proud to be there. It's a great place to raise a family, have some great friends. The walkability is insane. And what I mean by that is that you're going to have so many choices to go to. You don't need a car really, and to get to work, get you a bike, get you some skates, get you a skateboard, whatever you got to do. You can go down to the park. You can walk to we got 10 parks here. You can go to about 100 different restaurants. You want Chinese, you want Vietnamese, you want Korean, you want barbecue, you want Mexican, you want Italian, you want barbecue, you want Mexican barbecue. You get my point. The walkability is insane. Now, some parts of Houston Heights will have their own police department, and that's mostly by Heights Boulevard. And the best one, I like to be honest and raw with you guys. This is like one of the best parts. Most people it's very highly desired to live in that area where it has some history to it, but it does have a double-edged sword. With that history, we have deed restrictions for historic homes. That means you can't change the front. You can't change the windows. You got some laws that go with it. But on the back end, these property values are going skyrocketing. I mean, I remember when lots were going over there for like 150,000, then it went to 200, then 225, then 250, then it was 300, 350, now 5, now 600, and they just keep going higher and higher and higher. How can you get an investment like that has a for sure, not even like, maybe I can't say for sure. Maybe let's say 90%, maybe 95%. I want to say for sure, but I can't, legally speaking. I'm going to say 95% chance of it going even higher every single year in value. You can't get that type of return on your investment in anything. There's nothing for sure. You put money in the bank, put $200,000 in the bank, you get back like, I don't know, at the end of the year, you're lucky to get maybe a return of $500 nowadays. You put $200,000 in Houston Heights investment, and even if you take a loan or mortgage on it, you're probably in return per year, you're probably taking away $20, $30, $40, $50,000. And it's like a nest egg. You know it's coming. It's like whenever you want it, just keep buying them, man. And that's what people are looking at. They're like, this area is scolding hot. And now to us, Houstonians, we think this market is, it's so high. But let's get real, folks. Houston, one of the biggest cities in the United States. It is one of the biggest cities in the United States. Compare that to LA. We're comparable. Same amount of people pretty much. We're on the top. Their median price range is $998,000. Compare that to our median price range, $344,000 today. This compares to New York at $748,000. We're still equally compared. We're on that same level. Oh. Sorry about that. Computer went down for a second. This is still going? Okay, good. Then we can compare to the other big city, Miami. They're at, I think 760 or 758. Yeah, 758 for Miami. Oh, no, 758. No, I'm sorry. 758 is New York. Miami, I want to say we're in the 500s for median. Now, don't get me started about like, oh, Alan, they're $1 million house. Yes, we have 3, 4, 5, even a $20 million house we had not too long ago here in Houston. But I'm talking about the average. Now we're going to look deep inside the Houston Heights and the Inner Loop area, which so many people want to live in. Let's take a look at some facts. And the facts that I'm going to look at, them, I can go on and on and on. We're going to be looking at the average, okay? So let's go. Let's get started real quick, okay? You guys excited? And you're like, got the wrong one here. That's my restream stuff. All right. Okay. So what I'm going to be looking at, let me make this a little bit bigger for you guys. Okay. So as you see here, I'm selecting like the Houston Heights. I'm picking a little bit of Montrose, West University. I went into downtown just a tad bit. And I went into right here in that main part of the inner loop that people just love living here inside of Houston. Let me see if I can get this here. Move that right there. Okay. Now, first off, let me see if I have any questions. Here. So many people want to live in. Let's take a look. Have any questions? Okay, so I don't see any questions. And if you do have any questions, please put them in the comments. Like this video if you find it valuable, or if I'm giving you valuable information, you see that there's some value there, because I'm really concerned about, I want to make sure I'm giving you value, not just opinions, but things got to be brought in with facts. Okay, as a real estate broker, that's my goal, is to educate you guys. So anyways, what I'm going to be looking at, I'm concerned with, is the last 30 days of sales activities, not pending, continue to show, not option pending. I'm looking for cold, hard sales that have sold in the last 30 days. The people got the keys, they paid, and they're ready to move. They are moved in. Okay, so let's take a look there. I'm just to show you my criteria that I'm going to be looking at. I'm going to say, okay, right here, 30 days. You see that right here? Oops. Oh, come on, computer. Right here, 0 to 30 days. And I said, give me 3 bedrooms exactly, not 3 minus or 3 plus. I said, give me 3 bedroom, 2 bath. And I said, give me a lot size of 2,500 square feet to 5,000 square feet. Okay, so that's that. If you consider that at 2,500 square feet to 5,000 square feet is like a basic home, has a little bit of greenery, not a lot. And the reason why I did 2,500 to 5,000 versus 5,000 square feet is because this area, we have a lot of lots that have been subplotted and they've been subdivided. Okay, so like of course we have bigger lots, but land is so expensive. I don't want it to weigh on this formula. I want it to kind of give us the average type of houses and what they're going for. So let's take a look. You excited? Let's get going here. All right. So we go here, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 2,500 square feet to 5,000 square foot lot. That means land. Okay. Now I want to go to square footage of living. Okay. So I'm going to put 1,200. I'm not even, I'm going to put 1,800, not even. 1,800 square feet. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm not saying, we have a lot of bungalows here in Houston Heights, especially. Bungalows are like small homes that maybe anywhere from 800, even at one time I seen one 600. It was a shotgun one. So, I don't want to go super small because they'll throw off the algorithm that we're trying to develop right here. Okay. So I'm saying 1,200 to 1,800 square feet. It's not really big. It's not really small. It's just something like it's comfortable. Okay. So let's see here and let's see what these results give us. Okay. First, let's take a look at the map. Map says, oh, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I don't think that's good enough. So we're going to change a little bit. We're going to think 1,000. See, I knew we have a lot of little houses here. 2,000. Okay. Let's take a look. It's going to throw my numbers off a little bit. Okay. I'm going to go with this. We got 10 different homes. We have a lot of homes that sold in Houston, but we have set this search to say what homes have sold in the Houston Heights Inner Loop area. This includes Montrose, West University. That is, what do we say? 1,000 to 2,000 square feet, 2,500 to 5,000 square foot lot, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath. I'm going to try to one more thing, okay? I'm going to change from 3 bedroom. I'm going to change this to a 2. And I'm going to say results. Nope. Give us less. Let's go criteria. I'm going to say 2 plus. Let's see here. Oh, we got a lot of 2 plus. I know we have 1 bedrooms here. Okay, here we go. All right, well, that's not too bad. All right, so let's look at the map. This is a little bit better. So as you see, we're going to get a lot of values here from Houston and Greater Heights. We got a little bit in Montrose there and a little bit on the other side of the tracks over in that Quitman, Fulton area, okay? So let's take a look, and let's look at the real results right here. Hopefully you can see that. I don't know. What is this right here? Oh, hold on a second. A little technical malfunction here. Hold on one second. Layout. Left. Wink. Oop, not that left, huh? I got cut off. How about right? There we go. There we go. There, thank you. Sorry about that. All right, so as you can see here, let's kind of like things a little bit bigger so you can see the text. Make them big. I know if you're blind like me, right? Getting old, guys. I've been with you guys for, I feel like, about 10, 12 years already here on Facebook, or since it started. Okay, so we got a few homes, and I know I'm going to have some guys and some older, grumpy folks and be like, Alan, that's not right. What are you talking about? My values are a lot more than that. Shouldn't be no 500,000. I'll do that Texas accent good, don't I? And but this is the average. So we're taking all sales in the last 30 days. And if you're interested in a 60 days, let me know in the comments and I can change it to 60 days. But I'm more concerned in the last month. I want to see what's going on, okay? All right. So let's see here. All right. Woodlands, Emerald, these are sales. Okay, look at this status. You see this status right here? Sold. Let's pull one up right here, okay? Emerald Court. Let's pull it up on the map real quick. That's a nice little house. Original price $330. Original price $335, and it sold for. Here it is right here. Sales price $305,000. And of course, that's $254.80. It's 1,200 living square feet, and it has a 4,000 square foot lot, which is a good sized lot in my opinion in this area. Let's see where it's at. Okay, you're like, damn, that was a good deal. Where is it at? There it goes right there. Look at that. That's just perfect. Now you can understand why it was a lot cheaper than on the other side of the tracks. On the other side of the freeway would have been worth about 500,000. But because this dividing line, it's a hardcore dividing line, that 45 north is cutting up that Heights right down the middle. It's like, hey, nope, you're like on this side of the tracks, a lot more expensive, you know? Hey, I don't make up the rules, folks. As you can see, these are hardcore facts. It's like, hey, you can't argue with this fact. You know, this is a fact. Okay, so let's go here. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's just take a look. Let's do a couple of here. Here goes another one. Sold for 400,000, 5,000 square foot. This is nice. 1,692 square feet. Look at that. That's kind of decent. That looks really nice. Huh, somebody got a deal. So as you can see, there's some deals out there. Let's see how many square feet there is there. Oh, look at that. Nearly 1,700 square feet. In my opinion, this is a good investment. That one's a good one. Look at that. Let's go see why was it? Was it across the street from something kind of crazy? Let's go see. Let's go see what's on there. Let's go see what is nearby here. Nope. The street looks okay. Yeah, the houses, they're iffy over there in Allendale and all that stuff. But that was a good buy. Very good. Let's see what the actually closing price was. Did it go into multiple offer situation? Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look here. Nope. It actually sold a little bit cheaper. $390,000. That's a hell of a deal, folks. Somebody got a good deal over there. $390,000. I think that property it closed on May 11th, 2022. Some really good ones here. It's another one. Let's take a look at this one. Here goes a little townhome, has a nice little back door. I sold one of these houses a few years ago in that Rice military area. Look at this one. Sold for $285. Look at this one. No, I'm sorry. It sold for, oh, there it is. It sold for $391. Oh, God dog it. Do I need my glasses? No, it actually, oh. Wow, look at this. This is very interesting. This house was listed for $285,000. It sold for over $100,000 more than list price. That's a 25% increase over list. But that's just the going rate. I mean, they really did a really cool little marketing tactic there where they started really low, below that 300, got the fire going, huge amounts of traffic, multiple offer situations, send out the highest and best. That's what I do all the time to get the most money for my sellers. And that's what you need. You need an aggressive realtor that has experience and knows how to get the job done. Okay, so let's take a look at some other ones. This is so fun, right? So that one sold for $390. This little house on Archer Street, $425, lasted 6 days on the market. Very small, 928 square feet. Very small. Remember I told you about 900 square foot shutter? This is in the Brooksmith area. God, I just sold a house out there not too long ago, $875,000. I can't believe how expensive it is out there nowadays. Wow, look at that. Sold. No, this actually sold for $440. It sold for $440, and it's just amazing, folks. I'm kind of telling you, the prices are going amazing. Let me just go here, single line. If you need this report, I'll go ahead and download it here. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick CMA here for you guys, and I'll just send it to myself. I got a lot of clients. Look at all my clients. Years and years and years of just real estate. And my pages, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just going to comparables, just select them all. Yeah, select those. And finish. Okay. View CMA. So what I'm doing is creating a comparable market analysis based on that criteria that we already set. This is a good little report because it's actual facts. It's not opinions, but it's set on some standards that me and you set together. Remember the square footage of the lot, the little area. And so if you need this report, I'll put it in the link or in the description to this video. And if you need it, just download it. If you need it, or if you need a specific one, send me a message. I'm happy to do one for your house. Okay. So I'm Alan Jimenez, real estate broker here in the Heights, born and raised for 17 years. Golly, time is going by so fast. So if you have any questions, please let me know. In summary, the market's cooling off a little bit. It'll probably be at a real good, even playing level between buyer and seller, January, February 2023. But expect these hikes in the interest rate hikes. We have 4 or 5 of them planned for the rest of the year because there's too many buyers and not enough sellers, so the government's trying to get involved to even this out. The market is going good. The Houston Heights area, that inner loop, is super hot. The median price range has increased by 16% from 324 to 344. What else is there? Some good facts that you should know about. I think that's about, oh, we do have one other interesting fact that I'd like to share with you. This is kind of interesting. This month, we've had a 50% increase in prices of homes. I'm sorry, a 50% increase in sales of properties from $500 to $1 million. This is amazing, folks. So what that's saying is that we probably got a lot more on that 500 to 700, but in the 500 to 1 million in general has increased. A lot more people are buying properties from 500 to 1 million. And I think that's just because that median price is kind of creeping up to to 500. Remember, 344 is the bare bones. It's like bare bones. This is median price. You know, they go up. They get more, especially here in the Heights and the Houston Interloop. We're probably talking more of a median price range of 550. So we're seeing a lot of 500s, 600, 700,000, and it's just getting higher and higher in Houston. And that tells us, if we're looking into the real estate market, that, you know, prices keep increasing. So it might be no, there's no might about it. It is a great investment to get in real estate, buy and hold, just rent it out. If you can get even, don't think about the rental income as much as you think as that when you go to sell it. The capital gains, we'll talk about that in another episode about how to avoid capital gains or minimize those capital gains when you go to sell. Okay. I hope you liked the video. If you found it valuable, hit that like, thumb, subscribe, all that good stuff, because I'm going to be giving you lots of free information, lots of information that people pay for, So anyways, I'm Alan. See you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.